Yo, welcome to the Monday Midsole. I'm your co-host Kev, aka Buckeye City Soul. We got a great show planned for you today. We got no old man, we got no man with a big head, and we got no sister soul with the hair piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to the light skinned brother, Molly. It's weird, not you know what I'm saying. I usually pass right, you know.
Well, listen, at least I didn't get hit with the Marcus diss, so I'll take that. What's going on, usual suspects? Your boy Molly Mall here, leader of the Light Skin Legion. As Kev said, we got a great show for you and a special guest. None other. Well, hold on. Let me take it back, y'all. We need a proper introduction, all right? So we go call him the Prince of Hype. All right, you see the background, you know what it is. None other than Mr. J Tap himself. We're gonna find out about that, by the way.
Yes,
Yannick, what's good, bro? Welcome to the Monday Midsole.
What's good, man? Thank you for having me on this show. I've been checking y'all out, seeing what y'all doing. First off, I want to say this is the first podcast I've ever been that had an intro like that. So congratulations on that. And then second off, I want to say you the light-skinned prince. I mean, you the king of the prince. Like, I just want to get that right. The leader. Okay, yes. So I'm just gonna be a jester of the light skin community for right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna be under you and make sure I'm stay right there, and you gonna be the leader. I like that. I like that.
No doubt, no doubt. You can't use king or other title when you got Drake in there. But so I'm a leader, light skin legion. You know what I'm saying? It's a sect, specific sect right here. Come see me. Yeah, extra light skin on this show. Watch out, y'all. And we got Jay. You got the Mason Betha. He's like, yo, what's up? You know, I just was saying that to get you mad. But now, man, we gonna kick it off like we always do. Jay, again, very, very happy you could join us. And tell us, man, like, what was the shoe that got you started?
Oh man, I go back. Let's just say my mom, shout out to Mom Dukes, just put me in a pair of Jordans straight up, like out the womb. I would like to say that. I'm pretty sure I had Jordans. There's pictures back in the day, like Jordan 5s. Definitely a really good picture of me flying a kite in Jordan Agua 8s back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a Jordan head, you know, thick and thin. Like, once I got really on my own, when I got up to high school and I started seeing people with Jordans, it was like Jordans came out like every week. I was like, yo, I gotta get money like these people. They're getting them like every week. Like, how they keep doing that? So I was like, all right, so make sure I'm gonna do it like this. And ever since then, I just been, you know, Jordan. You know, Uptowns. You know, a little bit of that funk in there. Some Air Maxes up in there, but really Jordan is what started me off.
So what's your go-to Jordan silhouette?
Jordan 4.
Yeah,
Jordan 4. Let's go. Let's go.
Do it.
Jordan 4. The whole, like, let's take it back. Like, the whole concept of the Jordan 4 is mind-blowing to me. I'm talking down to the wings, the flight. You know, that was the first time they introduced the flight. And that's the first time I saw people get really, like, jiggy with their fits, like the sweatsuits and the swishy suits back in the day. If you look back in the day on one of my favorite movies, House Party, right, you see the 3 bullies, right?
Yeah,
one of them, right? He got on the Jordan. Yeah, he got on the Jordan sweatsuit. The flight suit is like that fit. That's a fit right there,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So putting that nubuck, that suede, you know, putting it with the 4 and the way the tabs are and putting the cage on it with the air bubble. It was just another step from the 3. Like, the 3 was one thing, but once you got to that 4, it was like solidified. So I say the 4 is my number 1 silhouette.
All right. No do-rag activity, I noticed.
Oh, no do-rag activity. We all good today. I'm gonna have some
So Boom Podcast, episode 69 with your boy Molly Mall on there. We'll take the opening credits. You know exactly what we're talking about. Tell us a little bit about your story, right? Because you up north now, right? Let's call it New Jersey, New York. You got country grammar, so like, tell us about the beginnings.
Country grammar, I like that. So I'm originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. I was born in Fayetteville, North Carolina. No J.Cole. He is not my cousin. I do not know that man. But I am excited for that album dropping on Friday, and I'm going to celebrate with everybody else. I hope I don't fall asleep. That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna fly you out to Africa.
But yeah, so I'm from North Carolina. My mother's from North Carolina. The other thing is my father is from New York, Brooklyn bred. So I got the best of both worlds being from North Carolina. I'm kind of like Jordan in a sense.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
yeah, Mike.
You know what I mean? I feel like Jordan when I wake up in the morning. I mean, my bank account ain't like Jordan's, but you know, I mean, I got that
baby
there.
steps.
So baby steps. So yeah, so I got the best of both worlds. Like when I was growing up in Charlotte, like basically I was raised in Brooklyn, right? But my mom took me out, you know, out the hood as an early age and took me to Charlotte, North Carolina. And when I was raised in Charlotte, I would always tell people, you know, they would say, "Where you from?" I say, "I'm from Brooklyn," because that's where I came from. And they would look at me like, "Oh shit, are you okay? Like you made it out? Like you safe?" Like, and I'd be like, I wouldn't understand like what that meant, like being from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So once I got into high school, and then you know, I just got immersed in even before high school, but I just got immersed in like hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about hip hop culture around that time of my high school era. I'm talking about mixtapes. I'm talking about early Smack DVDs. I'm talking about Diplomats, G Unit, Rockefeller. That whole time right there, 106 in Park, TRL, you know, God rest his soul, DMX. You know what I'm saying? That whole time right there, it was like, oh, this is taking me by storm. So I called up my godmother, I called up my pops, and I'm like, I'm coming back to Brooklyn. And when I came back to Brooklyn, seeing the shoes, now taking it back to shoes, seeing the shoes that we were getting in Charlotte, we would have to go to the mall to get. But when I got to Brooklyn is when I learned what Fulton Street was. You know what I mean? And if anybody knows what Fulton Street is, and especially in the early 2000s, even before then, Fulton Street was the mecca of the sneaker block. Like to me, I mean, I know in the Bronx there's Fordham, you know, in Queens is Jamaica Avenue, and other boroughs there's other places. But when I got to Fulton Street, there was every single store sold sneakers. I'm talking about you could get Jordans early, you could get Jordans late, you could get Jordans when they came out. You know, if people would go to the store, to Foot Locker, and go inside and say, "Oh, I want these Jordan 11s," but they were sold out already, you could go right next door to another spot and get that Jordan 11 that just sold out for probably about $30 to $40, $50 extra.
Right.
So that's what really, you know, just was like, yo, this Brooklyn stuff is different. And that's when I really learned the sneaker hustle more so than just, you know, going into your average mall and just copying what's coming out or waiting on your average line. It was like in New York, it was a hustle. Like people was going out there, camping out, running down the street, you know, tucking your shoe. You ever tuck your shoes? Mo, you ever tucked your shoes in your coat jacket to walk out the store? Like you ever did that before? Like that's the type of stuff people was on. Like I remember I had the big North Face 550. And I was with my mans. We was going to pick up the Altitude Green 13s, right?
04?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 04 or 03, maybe. 04 or 03. Somewhere.
It's gonna be 04 or 5.
Okay, 04 or 5. I'm the wrong part.
Right.
Got the shoes, right? My man said, yo, put that in your jacket. I said, how am I put a box in my jacket? Luckily, this is the time. This is the time. I'm like, I'm probably like 5'8" then, you know. This is the time I'm wearing a XL jacket. I know I should have been in a medium or a large, if that. I'm in an XL. If you've never seen a North Face 550 and an XL, I'm talking about that is something that Fat Joe would have had on in a lean back video. Like that should not be on a skinny man. So I opened that jacket. I put the shoe inside the jacket. I zipped the jacket back up. Put my hands in the two chest pockets and held my shoes and walked out the store. And once I got in the car, my mom's was outside and she was like, "Where's your shoes?" Got them right here, Ma. We good. Like, let's go. So that's the type of stories. Like when it comes from being from Charlotte and being from Brooklyn, I got the best of both worlds. That's why I always will claim both. And that's why when I, you know, embarked on this journey I was like, yo, I gotta go back to New York and I just gotta stay there. I just want to be there forever. So
That's what's up. Yeah, I remember the altitudes. I was in Newark at the time, Rutgers in Newark, and I was going. There's a little restock, or Dr. J's was getting their shipment late. I remember I was going to class and then running downtown to Market Street to see if they had them, and then they'd be like, "No, not yet. Come back in an hour or so." So I run back to the dorm, run back to the shop, go to class, run to the shop, like trying to get them as soon as they come. I missed them.
yeah,
They're like, "Oh no, you just missed them." I'm like, "Yo, you kidding me?" He's like, "Oh wait, yeah, I'm the dude that kept coming. Like, you couldn't hold me a pair." But those were the days, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Just
you
go
was lucky.
downtown, 20,
You
30
had
bucks
money for
extra.
shoes in college. I
What's
was
up?
eating noodles.
I mean,
I was lucky to get a cheeseburger. You go to McDonald's?
damn, you ain't had the little college car. I had the college car.
I had the college card, but like towards the end of the semester,
It ran out, right?
ran out, and you had to find friends. You're like, yo, you about to use your card? Nah, all right, let's go.
Yeah. I ate
had the
Pizza
hookup,
Hut.
dog. I had the
I ate
hookup.
Pizza Hut like every day in
Man,
college.
I would have loved
555.
I would have loved to have that. We had none of that.
555.
But I mean, it was back in the day. I'm a little older than y'all. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Domino's 555 say today many a time. So talk to us about like how you got into like, let's call it like the sneaker business, right? Like in the industry, in that sector, how things transition, various roles, etc.
It's a long story. I hope y'all got time. I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet. So after me coming back and forth from Charlotte to Brooklyn, collecting sneakers, doing my thing, and the one thing I also want to say is when I came to Brooklyn to get sneakers and then went back down south, and I had like the all black nines that didn't really exist. They were the olive nines, just spray painted black.
Okay.
And they sold them out the store. I blew people's minds. Like, this is the type of stuff I was coming back home with, and even coming back home with sneakers early was like blowing people's minds. So I just wanted to add that. But after that, I finally realized, I'm like, yo, New York is where I gotta be. New York is where I gotta do it. So I came up to New York, and I got an internship at Atlantic Records. And I was doing music at the time, so I was trying to be like in the music business because everything for me was just hip hop culture. Everything's just hip hop, everything that I knew at the time was just just the whole culture of just hip hop and rap music and the way it was going. And so working with Atlantic Records, it was great because it showed me the way that New York moves. New York is a way different place. I mean, I don't know about Los Angeles because I never lived there, but like coming from Charlotte, it was much slower back then. It's actually trying to speed up now, but coming from Charlotte, it was really slower. So coming to New York, it was like, yo, this city is really about to hustle. And it was like, you're not going to make it if you don't hustle, So being at Atlantic Records, it really showed me how to hustle. Shout out to June, shout out to Hickley, the whole 1290 crew. Like, they really showed me how to get out there and do what I had to do, like shaking hands, kissing babies, going to clubs, knowing all the DJs. You got to know this DJ name. You got to know who this person is, et cetera, et cetera. So that's that stuff right there. I took it, learned it, stored it inside of me, and moved on. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get paid, because at that time it was just, under table work or internship or anything that was just there on the table for you to do. So long story short, I'm gonna jump a little bit. I'm trying to get paid. I start working like at the Board of Education, like Department of Education in New York, just trying to figure out shit. And so I'm finally getting a little bit of money, still dabbling in the hip hop world. And I'm just like, you know what? This ain't it no more. So I'm like, all right, forget it. This ain't it no more. And I stopped with that. I left from living with this girl. Never live with a chick, pay for your own, be a grown man. Had to learn that the hard way. Now my pockets is fat and all that, but we're not gonna go there. So so after that, was living with the chick, ended up homeless because I hadn't had my shit together. You know what I'm saying? trying to dabble in this wrong world. So when you end up homeless and you looking at, you living in your man's basement, you looking at four walls, you like, something went wrong in this story somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You have like a reflection on your life. You like, yo, something went wrong somewhere. And you know what it was? It was funny because I got a little bit of money. I got my studio apartment in Rockaway, Far Rockaway, New York, right? I met this dude, right? His name is Jermaine. Shout out to Jermaine. I met this dude and he was like, yo, you got all these sneakers in your crib. Because when I got that studio apartment, I kid you not, there was a beach chair, an air mattress, and over 50 pairs of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my life right there at the time.
Right.
Air mattress was probably like $100.
You got
the beach chair, I got a good one. I did get a good one. The beach chair was probably about, $20, right? But that 50 pairs of sneakers was nothing but bread. You know what I'm saying? I had heat from like 02, 03, 04.
Okay.
So when Jermaine, shout out to Jermaine, when he came in my crib, he was like, you got all these sneakers in here. Like, you don't want to get busy with me and start collecting sneakers again? And I'm like, nah, because I need my money to pay my bills. He was like, these sneakers can pay your bills. And so I said, oh shit, they doing it like that out there? So that's when I started coming back outside. And that's when I started getting into the Kifs of the world at the time. What other stores we run? The Foot Lockers on the 34th streets. You know what I mean? Running around learning the sneaker game of New York, how it's evolved from back then when I was on Fulton Street to now it's like boutique level. You know what I mean? Right. It's like city specialty level. And that's when I learned right then and there at that very moment, because the love for it came back, the passion for it came back. There's a saying that I live by every day. If it comes back around, that means it's meant to be. Because, I went off in a limb. I stopped doing sneakers. I just had my sneakers from like 2000 to probably 2006. And I stopped for a little while, like the whole collection pack. Me and Molly was talking about this too. When that time that Jordan brand kind of went down and people was wearing Vans and Converse and all kind of other stuff, I was like, yo, I'm tired of this. I don't really want to do this. But the way the passion came back from it, and like the way I felt like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I still had a regular job. So now we fast forward into how to get in the industry. So at that time, I'm still working for the DOE. I'm doing IT, right? I'm working with computers and stuff. I hit this. I'm doing like little side gigs here and there in the sneaker industry, but nothing that's really substantial, nothing that's really going to get me paid, just, photo shoots, et cetera, et cetera. I end up meeting this lady, shout out to Elizabeth Rivas from Foot Locker. And I go up there and I'm talking to her and we having a meeting, et cetera, et cetera. But by the end of the meeting, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, y'all hiring? Like, she's like, nah, I mean, not really, but you keep you posted, whatever. So I find out that they are hiring later on for something in IT. I apply, I go for IT. I get into Foot Locker. So once I get into Foot Locker, now I'm learning the whole way of the sneaker business. Now my eyes are open. You know what I mean? Now I'll stop calling people customers. I call them consumers. You know what I'm saying? I stop calling stuff sneakers. I'm like, what is that? Is that inline product or is it, collab? Like, where does it fall? Is it tier 1, tier 0? You know what I mean? I'm learning. Like my college, and for anybody out there listening, like your college is what you learn on the job. You know what I mean? Like that's when I really started learning, and people didn't even know this because they like, oh, you do IT. What do you know? But they don't know I'm sitting there taking nothing but notes in my head and coming home and writing them down and regurgitating everything I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? So then I start building out business plans. Then I start building out decks. Then I start saying, okay, well, now I got to show and prove. Now I got to really show these people that I know what I'm talking about. And it takes one person in your life to believe in you. And shout out to my man Vlad. Vladimir. He believed in me. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, what you're doing is what we need. We just need to get it out there." And so I started working with Fila on some other little things here and there. And fast forward, then finally Fila took notice and we started talking to Fila. And after I started talking to Fila, it was like, you know what? I want to go somewhere now, because the thing about Foot Locker is, and no shade or nothing like that. Thing about Foot Locker is there was a lot of people in the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when there's a lot of people in the pot, you're just gonna be a wooden spoon. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be the gumbo. You don't just want to be a spoon stirring the pot. You want to be what the main course is. And so when I heard about the opportunity at Fila, it was a strategy. It was a decision, a real conscious decision for me to take and say, yo, I'm about to be the gumbo. Like, I'm about to be it. Because now whatever I say is heard. Now whatever I bring to the table is listened to. My voice really matters within the company. The things that I'm bringing to the table is what really matters in the company. And that's why I'm repping it right here, you know, Fila on my chest, because, you know, it's just somewhere that I can even grow to elevate even more and just, you know, rise up in the company and be that man that everybody knows that I can be. So,
salute.
Long story short,
That's dope, man.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So there was a question in the chat.
Yeah, I want to make sure we pull it up. It was Maserati, right?
Yep.
There you go. Boom. So Maserati Leak asked, what initially made you lose your passion for sneakers?
Great question. Now let me go back. Hold up. So 04. It's around 08, I think. Maybe 09.
09 sounds about right.
Jordans were not the same. This is like the Bread 11s came back out. I think the 4s came back out. Even the Bread 4s came back out. That new book was terrible. Like, that new book was terrible. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, all the sneakers that started coming back out, the retros that were happening, were very terrible. They did not keep me up with the passion. And I know I was talking to Molly when he was on the podcast. He was saying this is the time for him where he started doing Kobe's. You know what I mean? He started venturing off. But see, that's the thing about me. That's why I respect Molly so much, is because he's somebody from, you know, basketball culture. You know, he was influenced by basketball culture. I wasn't influenced by that. I can honestly sit here as a man right now and tell you, I've never owned a pair of Kobe's in my life. Never. I had Charles Barkley's back in the day because, you know, that was a thing. Right. I had, you know, Diamond Turfs back in the day. Plenty of shoes back in the day, but the new basketball culture, the new sports culture, I was just straight up hip hop, straight up rap. If I'm watching 106 in Park and Puff Daddy comes on and he has on the Bread 4s from 99, the silver box, I'm like, oh my God, I need those. You know, in my home back in Charlotte, my mom has not changed my room. If you look in my home, there's Jay-Z on the wall with the Brooklyn 4s on with Spike Lee in the little corner. Like, one of my favorite shoes. There's plenty of pictures with people with Air Force Ones. I felt like I was supposed to be like Dame Dash, wear a pair of Air Force Ones one time and throw them away. Like, I felt like that. Like, I really felt that. So at that time when sneakers were starting to go down, instead of venturing off and going to basketball culture, I ventured off and went to hip hop culture. So at that time, hip hop culture was, got my Vans on and they looked like sneakers. Wiz Khalifa started coming out and he was wearing nothing but Converse. And I said, oh, well, I could wear these and I could be cheaper than these Jordans because I can get 2 pairs of these instead of getting these Jordans that cost 120, not 125, like 150 now. And I could get like 2 pairs of these Vans or 2 pairs of these Converse. Like, so that's where I started rocking. Yeah. And I still had all my heat from 04, the year 2000 to 04. I still had all my heat. So if I wanted to pop out on a day, I could do that because I looked at it like, yo, y'all wearing retros. I got those already. That's why I started to look at it. I started to look at it like that. I think I remember the last pair that I got was a pair of 9s that I picked up. at Times Square, and I wasn't even impressed by those. But that's probably like the last pair I bought at that time. But then when it fast forward, and once I got into Kith and started seeing like all this collab culture that brought itself up front, what we call collab culture now, that's raving by storm. There isn't a sneaker without a collab now. That's what really brought me back into it. It was like, yo, that sneaker is with who? Oh, this is ASIC Gel Light 3 with Ronnie Feig and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, okay, damn. Oh, what's this? This is Don C. Remember Don C from Kanye? Well, he has his own Jordan 2. And this was modeled after a Chanel bag. And it told a story. And it was like, oh, this is kind of hot. Like, this is not your average. Well, Jordan was playing in this back in the day. He scored 63 points. This is like a whole new way of telling a story on something that you've already had a love for from before. So yeah, that's really why I stopped. That what got me out of it back then.
What's up, man? I know lack of finances got me out for a while. And children.
That girl man stuff. I get it.
Children.
So what's on the horizon for you, Jay? Like, what are we looking to do? Next steps, etc. Bring you back to the podcast, right?
Yes.
Open it up full circle.
Yes. The podcast, All Right, So Boom, the podcast comes out every Monday. The only reason we didn't drop this week was because it was Mother's Day. Everybody had to chill with moms and everything. So me, Trav, Sneak, and Tone host I So Boom the podcast, where we're pushing the culture forward, while we're giving flowers to the people that are really about this culture, like Maul himself. I saw when I first met Maul on Instagram, I was like, yo, this guy is really about that basketball culture. Like, that's what really gravitated me toward him. I'm like, there aren't that many people that I really see out there that's like, no, Kobe, Kyrie, Curry. You know what I mean? Like, there's just like people dibble and dabble. I like to talk to people that's really about that culture. Like I said, I'll sit here right now and tell you, I never had a pair of Kobe's ever in my life. I never had a pair of foam posits ever in my life. But I will tell you, I've had every single Jordan and but a lot of Air Force Ones in my life, because that's where I come from. So when it comes to like people out there that break their necks, that sleep outside, that camp outside, that don't have full-time jobs, that just wait around the corner and look at their phone to see if there's a drop happening, those are the people I want to highlight and bring to the table. You know what I mean? Those are the people that I want to give flowers to, because they're treating this like they could be doing anything. They could be like, back in the day, they could be selling crack in the streets. You know what I mean? Now it's like, okay, I'm not doing that no more. Now I'm giving a sneaker and I'm flipping the sneaker to get it back and return on my investment. I'm holding these sneakers over here. I'm holding this Supreme. You know what I mean? That is really admirable to me. Like, that's right there is like, okay, I see how you're doing it, and I want to give you a voice, because these people that are reselling, like, these people are just like any other influencer. If they say that they have 3 pairs because it was harder to get, or this sneaker is going to be the sneaker of the summer, you should buy it, people really listen to them and buy those sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way of the world. And I just seen that skateboard culture was a big thing too. I'm glad he said that. Skateboard culture was a really big thing. Even with and shout out to Pharrell and the BBC ice cream. That was a big time. But
I was about to say something. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna throw you off your game.
Pause. But yeah, so so boom, we just giving flowers to the people that's really out here doing it. It's about you coming on here, coming on the podcast and telling your story. And for me, in a work sense, I just want to push the culture forward. I want to remind people that Fila's been around for a long time. It has a real genuine history, you know what I mean, in this culture. One of my favorite moments in this culture is Tupac, All Eyes on Me, inside that album cover, nothing but a big F on the bottom of his shoe is the Grant Hill 2, you know what I mean? Like, even LL Cool J, all the culture that comes with Fila.
Crisscross.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like even when you watch Snowfall, like what you see them wearing on Snowfall, it's nothing but feeler. Like they feel it out. So
man, boy,
it's a sad day. You know, they took my man.
he had to go. He had to go.
Yeah, they sick my man boy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just really want to push that culture forward because I'm a man, and shout out to my man Ron. He taught me this. I'm a man that bets on himself. Like, you know, a lot of people, and I just want to say this, a lot of people out there, you know, they promoting Nike so heavy. But one of the things I like to say, does Nike know your name? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
does Nike have a relationship with you? Like, you promoting them so much, but Nike don't even know you. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
why don't you branch out and come to a company or work with a company that actually knows your name, actually respects you? You know, I'm the social media manager for Fila. I'm putting people on Fila that, you know, we actually can have a relationship. We can actually work together instead of you just giving free promotion to a company that doesn't even know your name. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I want to bring to the table. I want to bring new energy. I want to bring, you know, our culture to the forefront. And I want to just build relationships with people instead of just using people over and over again. Because, like, at the end of the day, and this is not to sit here and shit on Nike. I love Nike. I love Jordan. But Nike don't need you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna sit here and want to work with you, then it is nothing. It's nothing there. Like, it's
Right.
I don't see why people would deny it, but quiet as kept, people deny it. And I just be like, yo, hey, that's you. But I can get you paid, but whatever. We gonna keep on talking though.
Yeah. No, I respect that. Like you said, right? You trying to be the gumbo, you can't be the gumbo at Nike.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's a big pot. That's a tub. That's a
Yeah.
that's a
You can't
whole.
be you can't be
You're
an
a baby
ingredient.
spoon. You're a little sample.
You
You know what I'm saying? Like,
grain
Can't
of
sniff the
salt.
steam.
You're a grain of salt in that pot.
it
So.
tastes. That's it. That's all you got.
Hey,
Yeah.
spoiler alert. Was
Oh.
it Jiggly? Sorry about that.
Whoops.
Make sure you check the episodes out.
All right, bro. Well, my last question here is the whole J-Tap thing, right? Because that's kind of taken on like a life of its own. So talk to us about that, man.
So the J-Tap, right? Like, so when I was at Foot Locker, I felt like there were a lot of sneakers that were dropping that just everybody's with this collab or hype culture right now. That's the time that we're in right now, right? So I said, you know what? You can't always be, you know, with the hype culture. You can't always be with the collab culture. Like, that's like a little grain of salt in the sales for what happens. Like, people think because this is what we see and it's pumped in our face all the time that this is what we're supposed to be after, or that's what their company is selling the most. Like, say a collab, what just dropped? Any collab, you know, I'm on yeah,
Travis.
yeah. Travis 6, perfect. People think, oh, the Travis 6. If you don't have the Travis 6, you're nobody, right? Or the Travis 6 sold and it sold out in 2 seconds, so that means that it's the best shoe out, right? To put it in real perspective, the Travis 6 is about 1% of Nike sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this many more shoes that they sell on an everyday basis.
Right.
That Travis 6 is only 1% of it. There's like 99 more percent to go.
Correct.
So what I felt like was the people out there that really buy shoes all the time are not always buying a Travis 6. They might be buying a Jordan 6, or they might be buying something else that they like, one of their favorite silhouettes. So I came up with this idea was, you know, everybody gets a sneaker delivery because it happened during COVID. You know, everybody was at home. So everybody's getting a sneaker delivery. And it doesn't matter what you get to your house, right? It doesn't matter if it's a Fila product, Adidas product, Nike product. Everybody's getting something to their house. And it is something that we can cherish and open up and celebrate together. It doesn't matter if it's hype product. It doesn't matter if it's a collab product. It's whatever you're getting, you know what I mean? Celebrate it and show it off. Like, tap that box, you know what I mean, and show it off. So it ended up growing into a life of its own. But I'm loving what I see. Like everybody that celebrates with me, like it's like if you take the time to tag me and put hashtag JTap on it, it's like, okay, we celebrating together. What you got? And that's why I want to make sure that, and I think I've done a good job with it, is I like to repost every single person. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're tapping. I want to repost you, because it's like back in the day, I used to, you know, before being in this industry, I used to reach out to people, try to talk to people all the time. And you know what I mean? You just get left on scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like how does it feel when you bought somebody's product and you might post on their story and show them, yo, I bought your product, and you just got left on scene, or they didn't even see, they didn't even have to take the time to open your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know what? I want to give people the platform that if they want to take the time to tag me, hashtag JTap, and show off this product, I'm going to make sure I talk to them. I'm going to make sure that I repost them, and I'm going to make sure I share with the world. Like, look at you. This is what you bought. Like, even nowadays, buying a sneaker is an accomplishment. Like,
yeah,
like, look what you got. Look what I got today. Like, I'm going to show this off. So before I open it, I'm going to hit it with the JTap, and I'm going to open it and share it with the world. I'm going to share my accomplishment, because that's how people be feeling when they get sneakers.
Right. Because it ain't like it was back in the day. I mean, like you were talking about where you could go to the store and go to multiple stores and get shoes. I mean, when I was in high school, up until the 11s came out, they were easy to get, and they would restock over and over. So you had a strong year to get shoes from, I mean, I was buying them from the 4 to the 11 or whatever, and it was easy to cop, at least where I live. Because I know some places maybe, you know, they start selling out, but I remember the first shoe that sold out was the Bread 11, because even the Concords were still floating around, but it was like they were such a different shoe that a lot of people couldn't, you know, really hop onto the shoe. But then after a while, you're like, oh, you know, maybe I'll take a pair of those, and you go out there and they're gone. And then so the Breads came out, and them things sold out like the first day. I went through like 5 or 6 different malls and had that. That was my first East Bay purchase. My mom was like, nah, I'm not gonna put my card on the phone. And I'm like, she's like, all right, I'm gonna do it for you. So, you know, but
yeah, yo, I got a quick story about that. So remember the pack that dropped? I don't even know what this pack was called, but I was on Nike Talk back in the day on the forums heavy. The 12 with the hat and the hoodie, right? It dropped on like Jumpman23.com or something like that. And so I asked my mom, I'm like, yo, mom, this pack is dropping online. And she's like, all right. I'm like, but I'm gonna need a credit card. And she's like, you need my credit card. You want my you want my
you already know it.
So lo and behold, I don't know how I did it, but I talked to her into giving me the credit card, right? I went downstairs. I guess I'm refreshing. I can't even remember the story that clearly, but I do remember this part. The page comes up. I add it to my cart. I'm entering my information, and it's the part where you put in the credit card. Yo, Kev, I didn't even know how to enter the credit card. Like, come here.
It's asking for your routing number and your social security.
Yeah. But I ended up getting the shoe, but I didn't even know how to put in the credit card. Nowadays, people, all they do is tap twice on their phone. Like,
boom.
Yeah, your face is your credit card. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I love that. Sometimes they want to kick you out and have you enter all your stuff in and want to forget what your password is just for the moment. You know, especially like Foot Locker and the Flex app. I'm completely done with them. Completely done.
Cops once that Flex app came out, February.
Man. Yo, I've heard rumors, and I could talk shit now that I'm not there no more. But I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors that people used to hit before the Flex app, and now they can't hit no more.
Oh yeah, right here. I used to hit everything, every release. Like because we didn't get Yeezys here for the longest time, and then all of a sudden they start getting Yeezys. So I was like, all right, let me try. Boom, every week. So I'm hitting every week. I know I can get them at Foot Locker Easton. And then all of a sudden the Flex app came out. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be cool because I got all these points. Nope. And the same But there's still dudes. I mean, there's the group of dudes that go up in there and then come out with bags and bags of shoes, and I'm like,
Kev, how many points you had?
Not enough. Let
right.
me see. Let me see. I don't have a lot now.
Because I kind of worked on that a little bit, not much, but
I got I got 136,248.
Oh yeah, Kev.
Yeah.
Put your phone down. So here's what I could say. There's an algorithm. The developers, they develop an algorithm. It's not about the points that you have in the account. Well, it is. I'm sorry. It's not about you putting the points on the shoe. You know how you have 3 entries where you put points on? No, it's about the amount of points that you have inside of the account.
Right.
So those same people that you see going in shopping all the time, they probably have over 5 million points sitting on their account.
Oh yeah.
And when they enter it on there, that's how they end up getting it. So the average human being probably has what you said, probably 100,000
100 to 150.
Yeah. It's the people with millions of points sitting on the account that are able to actually reserve a pair.
Right. It's like we were talking about. I was like, oh, you going for a job? Like, oh, we need experience. It's like, oh, well, I don't have experience because nobody will hire me.
Exactly.
You fresh out of school, like, yeah, can I get this sneaker? Now you don't have enough points. Well, I don't have enough points because I can't buy no damn sneakers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy no bullshit, like that I don't want just to build my points up. Right. So
you've got bulk buyers and all that other stuff. Like they take the game to another level. So like I know people who have like millions of points, and if that's the way that it is, like I'm not even gonna bother.
I mean, and it's gotten to the point where it's built more resentment for me than anything. So if I see a shoe that I can get at Finish Line or somewhere else that I've actually been able to purchase, or I could get it at Foot Locker, I will go to the Finish Line or the other place because I'm like, I don't want to just buy your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to just buy, we ain't gonna let you get these, but you can have these back here. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they treat you like a Nike account. If you buy all these mids,
right,
we'll give you a high.
Right, exactly.
Right. One high. Like you could have just bought it resale and then saved some money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, I'll just get to the point where, I'll pay resale if I really want it, and if I don't, then I accept my L and move on to the next week.
It looks like you got a lot of W's back there, though.
I got a few, but like most of them aren't retail. I pay resale for a lot. So
a lot.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of those J taps were heat. I'm just saying.
It's a little bit.
It was like Supreme. It was all the collabs. It was everything. So
it's a little heat. It's a little heat. Nothing crazy.
Dropping them PEs.
Put it out there. You know what I'm saying? It was collab after collab. Nah, but I don't see no other questions, man. So we could keep it rolling.
All right, let's. You want to get into what's in the box? You got any?
Sure.
All right, let me go ahead and let's transition it. What's in the box? Sponsored by Unbox App. Make sure if you have Blue Bubbles, you go ahead and you download that app and upload all your shoes in it. This is where we talk about what we picked up this week and also what's coming out this week. So, Jay, man, you cop anything new last week or so?
Wait. Unbox. That's the
go first. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be hospitable.
That's the Black Bill Gates.
Yeah, right, that's Mo. Straight out of Buffalo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know the Black Bill Gates. He out here working. Unbox, Mr. Unboxed.
He's supposed
Mr.
to
Unboxed,
be here.
Where you at? Listen, I got a new thing going on. Before I show the competitor, I got to show the home base. You know what I mean? So
okay.
I'm gonna show. We got the cross collab Renault. These new Renaults just dropped. This is a cross collab with Crossed NYC. We got crossed on the insole. Also, The SYF means support your friends. So shout out to
Okay.
Samuel Cross with this collab. I think it's a great silhouette, and I think it was done and executed beautifully. There's a lot of different Renos, but if you're going to purchase a Reno, in my eyes, this is the one to purchase. Now available on Fila.com. Shameless plug.
There you go.
I'm going to
Yes.
toss that over there. Okay, now I'll show the competitor because people want to see the heat. I picked these up. Let me get your thoughts on these. I tried them on, and
buyer's remorse.
Someone right. I'm a big camo fan, as you can see, the Bape hat. But this right here, this is the Supreme
Cream.
Air Max 96 see-through on the sides. I mean, looking at it, it's perfect. It's great. It is what it is. But when I put it on my foot, definitely with a black sock, it didn't do any justice. Maybe with a red sock. You know, because they came out with 2 socks for the Nike. They came out with the black sock and a red Supreme sock. Those actually come in tomorrow, so I'm gonna try it out again. But yeah, because I don't know. And if anybody's looking for these, 0.5 up because they definitely fit snug. So these are the camo Supreme 96.
Gonna be like this.
Yeah. I like to have wiggle room. Pause. My toes like to wiggle.
How those run? Because we got the clots came out and then
go up a half.
Okay.
Yeah. Go up 0.5 because I was really snug in there. I was really snug.
Yeah, I where are my clots? I can't even wear them joints because those are ones I'm like.
Oh yeah, you went true to size?
No, I got to go down a whole size.
I went true.
You don't count, bro. 13s don't count.
Kev, you
these are 12
true to size, right?
Yeah, true to size. So yeah, they worked.
Not for me.
I'm so surprised that nobody really cared about that shoe.
Yeah, me too. But I'm glad I was able to get a pair. You know, retail. That was a retail rare sneakers W.
Same. Oh, sneakers W at that.
Yeah, sneakers. Nice. We both. Maul and I both.
Yep.
Nice.
They don't fit, but that's a whole other story. Kev, what'd you pick up?
Let's see here. I did pick up the Buckeye 13s.
Oh, you did that.
So, you know.
I
like these a lot. I like these a lot. Yeah, I like these a lot, honestly. It was funny. I went to Cleveland this weekend with my wife, and it was like a little Mother's Day getaway. And then we went to go see Bill Squires, a comedian. He was on our show. Shout out to Bill. But the Indians were playing the Reds, and the Reds were staying in our hotel. So, you know, we're on the elevator, and I had those on, and then, you know, the couple of the Reds players like, "Hey man, I like those shoes. You know, where'd you get those?" And, you know, we were talking a little bit or whatever, and I was like, "Oh man, you know, that's dope." So, but I love those, man. And then I ordered a pair of shoes in December 2nd, and they finally showed up today.
What is Big Baller Brand?
No, close enough though. You got the Cool Kai.
Oh, you did that too,
Revis. I did that. These might go on eBay because my frustration level with the customer service
or lack thereof.
Yeah. It may have me, and I had the orange pair too, and I may sell those as well. So, you know, it's just I just feel like I wanted to, you know, give it a shot.
Okay.
And it's fine. Like if things aren't running the way they're supposed to, you know, just let people know, like communicate. And it was like no communication. So you just feel like your money's just out there. It's feel like you just left $250 at the basketball court, and somebody picked it up. They know it was yours. They say they're gonna give it back to you. And you see him on Instagram flossing and stuff, and like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna get you. And then, you know, so by the time they give you the money, it's like, you know, I got enough now. So yeah, I'll still take it. But
Kev, you're the first person I've ever met with those, and there's a lot of Jordan 1s behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you compare the quality?
Yeah,
just for me.
Yeah. All right, so I got the one close.
Okay.
The quality leather on the Cool Kai is actually a little bit more plush. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're basically the same shoe as far as the midsole, outside of the, this one being sail and this being white. But the leather quality, I would say, might be a little bit better on the Cool Kai.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, but the one thing I don't like about it is on the inside, like the little bolt kind of comes off the shoe.
Oh, wow.
And I don't really like that too much. But I mean, all in all, it's a shoe that I think I might get rid of because I don't think it's going to age well. Like, because there's no nostalgia behind it. And, it'd be one thing if I got behind the movement, or if I got excited about, all right, like I like seeing us do well. I like seeing us, be able to put other people in positions that other people normally wouldn't have in the past. And, I want to support that. I don't want to say anything bad about it. I just didn't like how, somebody would say something, because I mean, in this culture, I mean, and obviously he's a sneakerhead. You got to know what people's expectations are. You got to know. And some people don't even like waiting a week. Some people don't even like waiting for the StockX, but you paint that expectation so they know. And then if there's something that comes up, don't say, well, hey, I'll give you your money back, after you held it for 3 months or 2 months or whatever. Just say, hey, unfortunately we had this issue. If you want to, I'll give you your money back. But like I'm gonna treat you with respect because you bought my shoe and you obviously have respect for me, and I'm trying to progress, my brand. I'm not saying, all right, I got enough money, I don't care what you say, or don't address it, I guess. I mean, that says it in itself. But there's a couple people that are out there that have created shoes, and you want to support them, but then you see how they act on the back end. You're like, nah, I'm not getting behind that. And like it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, 5 months is wild though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty wild.
Crazy. And I mean, I've ordered personalized jerseys that were created from scratch in the time. Like, I've probably got 6 of them since I ordered that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just it's stupid, man. But it is what it is. And then some other, I was talking to Maggie. Sauls last week. She ordered a pair in February and got them last month. So I'm like, well, how do y'all doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, people was going to the pop-up and getting shoes before I got mine. I ordered mine in December. Like, bro, you using mine as seed money? Like, I need points. I need points
in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, they had them in Atlanta. I think they have one coming up in Houston. They've had them in Florida, and I still, I follow the movement, but I'm not going to, advertise it. So I probably won't post a picture with these, even if I decide to keep them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. I don't know. I just don't appreciate the way that they ran that business like that. But who am I?
Nah, I feel you.
So yeah, that's all I have right now. I got a couple things coming that I ordered before May.
My pickup is a collab with Concepts.
Oh, he got okay. I know where we going. Show off, Molly.
And Kyrie Irving. So it's the Kyrie 7 Horus. This is
okay.
Let's see. Bam. I have
was
Horus.
it everything? Nice. Was it everything you hoped for?
And more.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And more. Bam. So details super sick. Got them on a pre-order, so the transaction was super smooth. I didn't have to worry about on a release date, fighting with the bots, any of that nonsense. I did card a pair in the app and could have checked out. I tried to grab another pair and apparel. All the clothes sold out. Like, everything went super quick. The hoodies, the tees, the shorts, everything went quick. The socks, the incense, everything, bro. Damn. But I did try to scoop another pair. I got a few though. I got a couple. I'm good. I have enough to keep me warm. You heard? So shout out to Dion and the rest of the creative team at Concepts, because y'all killed it. You got another one.
I saw their installation. It looked pretty dope.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but you know how that go. You know how that be. I was on dad duty, and I don't be leaving the house like that anyways. But I was tempted. I was like I was running the double dutch. I was like, oh man, do I want to go? Do I want to go? Do I want to go? But nah, it was very, very dope.
Kev, has Maul ever told you he's Kyrie's cousin on the low?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I was wondering why he had so many, and then Curry is his brother-in-law.
Exactly.
It would be nice because there was a dope Curry 8 that dropped in Cali, all of 20 some odd pairs, but that's a whole other story.
Let's get Curry to the Lakers. Let's make that happen.
Stop that.
Yo, let me tell you a quick story about Curry. So one of my first jobs was Finish Line in Carolina Place Mall in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of like not the bougie mall, but if you were young and you were bougie, you would hang out at that mall. Let's put it that way, right? And so, you know, me being me, coming from, you know, Brooklyn, you know, hip hop culture, you know, a little bit of attitude, a little bit of, you know, I see this dude walk in, right, with Abercrombie and Fitch jeans, a polo, some Birkenstocks, right? I'm standing there with my probably Jordan 12 flu games at the time. Khaki pants, probably size 36. My t-shirt, probably an XL tucked in, you know, mad baggy.
In your white tee.
Exactly. There you go, Kev. Exactly.
Yes, sir. Let them know.
Exactly. So I'm looking, who's this bum ass nigga right here, man? Hey, and so I'm, you know, talking to him. Cool dude, but you know, preppy type of dude, right? Later on, they say, yo, you know who that is? I said, no, I don't know who that is. Because he was playing ball at like some high school, but like a private high school, something like that.
Okay.
And it was like, that's Del Curry's son. And then Del Curry came walking in. And we knew Del Curry because back in the day, we had folders. You know, you had your favorite basketball player on your folder. So there was Muggsy Bogues, Del Curry. I had the Larry Johnson, Grandmama. So I remember seeing Salt and Pepper had Del Curry on folders. So I said, oh, I know who that is. Lo and behold, I never knew. Later on, I'm looking at TV and I'm like, somebody told me, yo, you know that's the same dude from back to home that played ball back in the day. I said, that's that bum ass nigga that with the Abercrombie, with the Abercrombie and Birkenstocks. Lights out, shoot the shot, Curry. Back in the day,
that's crazy.
I used to look at him and be like, man, get out of here. But that's what you got to do. That's what the tables turn.
Yeah,
you learn like, all right, it ain't really about what you got on and all that type of stuff. It's about what you do. You know what I mean? What you do. So that's my little Curry story.
Hey, Abercrombie used to be all right in college. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't do that. I bet. So we gonna take a look at what's going on right quick.
Yeah, we'll run through it real fast.
I bet. Let's see if there's anything good. I know there's a couple things on a few people's list right here. All right. So we had an Air Zion today. I saw the blogs talking about that. Some people actually went for these. ZNA.
Nah, we're not doing that.
No, thank you.
All right, Air Jordan 35, free smoke.
I like those, but I'm not buying them.
Nope.
No more. I'm not buying any more innovation. Only retros.
Why not?
Because man, they won't let me buy what I want. So I'm not taking chances, you know. I'm gonna keep my nickels. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm buying the dip. I'm about to go get some more Doge.
There you go. All right, so we gonna skip over those why not zeros because you just told us. Air Jordan 1 KO Chicago. Talk to me about these.
I don't like them, man.
I took a screenshot. I just tucked the plug. If you could see, I said need
on these
KO. Yes, I need them. I need those, Kev.
I don't like the back on them. There's something like the white, the way it goes up like that. I don't like.
I understand you. I understand.
I feel like it's not even in Chicago. I feel like it's an imposter.
That's it. That's the genesis.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do own the 1.5, so I mean, it's not a far stretch. I might be persuaded to try them.
If you own the 1.5, you could do a KO.
I don't know if I wear them, but
I got my bread 1.5. I'll let the Chicago's go.
Yeah, I got the bread 1.5s. I'll have Royal KOs. I got Royal KOs and Shadow KOs. Right. But there's something that I don't like about the back of the Chicago.
All right, respect. We got some kids Air Jordan 3s.
Yeah. Nope.
Yep. Air Jordan 5 low, class of 21. 2021.
They didn't stop with the 5s on the lows.
Facts. The Neymar.
That wasn't even. Yeah, that was never hot.
Nope. Air Jordan 1 high, Shadow 2.0.
At retail.
I don't know if I need it, but I might have FOMO. Like when it drops, I might see somebody and be like, "Oh, I'll take those."
Do you have any 85s?
Yeah, I have both the reverse bread and the white neutral.
Do you like them? Like, it's a different cut.
It's a very different cut. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, and the leather is a little different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Like Pro Wings. Like, I mean, I got the same ones you got. I got the breads and the neutral gray, but I'd rather have an OG, like the OG.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
You know the rules, bro. Cop first, ask questions last.
True.
Yes, sir.
Get him.
Yes, sir.
Get him. Figure it out on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
So, so then, Maul, you sold me. I'll take those then.
So, man, you take your wins where you can get them. You know
I mean, the price is
in the mouth.
The price makes me think that they're going to be somewhat easier to get because right now, my size is hovering around $300 early. So that's typically with the ones,
that's about right.
That's true.
You know the week of release, that's about right.
No, I mean, well, if you talk about the what's the name of that? The blue joint that just came out.
Hyper Royal.
They
were high.
They're very high. Very high. Yeah, very high.
40 if you wanted them early.
Yeah, and that's just off the strength of what the Turbo Green did. So
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the Turbo Green, I think when they dropped, people wasn't going that bananas over them. The price was not high. Then they said, Zoop.
That was an all-star release.
Shut up. I'm joint. Shut up.
2019, baby.
Yeah.
That's why I hold the ones until they get bananas.
Oh yeah.
I got extra pair. I'm like, all right,
Oh yeah.
Anybody grab these Sting waters today?
No, I tried.
No,
I'll try. I was going to straight flip them joints too. I'm not a fan. I mean, I guess I got to see them on.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they find their way here. We got a LeBron 8 low Miami Knights. I entered a few raffles for these.
I don't like the lows for some reason.
The 8s though, bro.
I know. I like the 8 high, but I just don't like the low.
Yo, the way Maul gets excited for basketball, it reminds me of myself, but something that I care about. Like he gets so excited.
Right. We got the most special right here. Craig Green times Adidas.
Ooh. Those mittens.
No free promo HBO Max. This is the only pair I care about. If I ain't getting nothing else,
Those are fire.
Like I'm good for a while.
Yeah, that's nice.
For a while.
I think I try to cop those. I think I put in for one of the raffles on those, but
I went heavy, trying to get those. So hopefully, I'm saying I get my Willy Wonka golden ticket on it.
I could put that with my Ravens stuff,
So we got the Flamin' Moe's, the Adidas DX1000, another Simpsons collab.
Oof.
Like the concept. I'm not a big fan of the shoe, the silhouette.
All right. Looks like the Bowser's Pit.
All right. Couple Forces. No free promo, Disney Plus. Some LeBron 18s. Some blocks.
I like the LeBron 18 low. The LeBron 18 lows are dope.
What y'all think about the Waffle 1?
I saw you could Nike ID it.
Yeah,
You
I
can?
peeped that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need it.
Not at all. We got a Keith Haring Converse collab
Keith
coming through.
Haring told me that.
Wait, that's what he said?
It was Keith. He said
No,
Keith Haring.
Hadding. Yeah. Keith Hadding. More money.
Yeah.
More money.
Amber.
Wasn't that funny?
Yo, that's my shit.
Some Pharrell joints, Jaden Smith.
They gotta retire this Pharrell joint.
Facts.
Yeah.
They gotta
I do
move
like
on.
this hue. I like this color, but like this was done like 2-3 years ago. I don't know who decided to resurrect it.
It's exactly like they
I
gotta
don't care what
retire.
influencer they send it to. These shit's not hot no more. Dead, done. All the dudes that was rocking these heavy, guess what they wearing now? Jordan 1s. There's no more Boost Boys. You know what I'm saying? Boost Boys are gone. That Pharrell thing is gone. NMD's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them transition into Jordan 1s. Now that's their wave. That's all they rock now.
Them Jaden Smiths are like, they look like they'd be good on girls. Like, I'm not a fan of them. What are those?
Like, what's the jumping shoe? Remember the jumping shoes they used to have?
The catapults?
Not elevated, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That's what it looked like. It looked like it's.
Yeah, the strength shoes.
Yep, they're like a strength shoe.
I remember people used to walk around high school in them joints. We used to push them into lockers.
You can float on water in them joints, like a hovercraft. And that's really it, man. I don't think it's worth going through the list.
Yeah.
Action. Hold up.
Oh, them
action.
Total Max of Tempo.
Inline Super GR. You can do better. This is the money grab.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I stopped copping every single pair after the Kyrie 2s. It's a nice little kids colorway, but
just wait.
Yeah. All right. We go kill that. At least get a topic in, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Which one you want to cover?
So let's see. We got we got North Carolina, so I feel like we got to cover the J.Cole.
All right.
We could probably get both in, time permitted.
True. I heard somebody going nuts upstairs. Baby's up.
Oh, somebody getting beat.
All right.
Canada,
let's find out.
Canada, count it.
Going back to Africa. J.Cole signing a deal to play professional basketball in Africa. Now, that's got to be talent, though. I mean, you probably don't have to be Jordan to play ball in Africa, but you got to be nice to play professional somewhere, right?
Yeah. I mean, so back in the day, when I was at Atlantic Records, I used to go to, off the West Side Highway Mall. Can you remind me? The Pier? That gym?
For what type of venue?
It's the right off the West Side Highway where they do the trampoline, the gymnastic stuff on the side. I forget what it's called. Inside there is a basketball court, and I used to go there. Is that what it's called?
It's by the pier, right?
Yeah, it's by the pier.
Field house?
I think it's the field house.
Okay,
but inside there, right? I used to go there to talk to DJ Clue back in the day. And sometimes when I would see Clue, I would look around, see who's playing. I've seen KD play there. I've seen other basketball players that I forgot their name. But one time, I saw Jermaine Cole in there, right? I kid you not, homie was kind of nice.
Really?
Yeah, and like, I mean, I'm not the best sports dude, but I know when I recognize somebody that could play. Homie was kind of nice, and this was back in the day when he like didn't have no dreads.
Okay.
So, and now I'm seeing like in the documentary that I watched this morning of him, and if you look on his page, or it was somebody else that's training him to play, like he's like putting in time to actually do this. And right. I didn't know it was to play in Africa, but I think homie's got something. I mean, at least he's not like Master P thinking he could play for the Charlotte Hornets.
Right.
But I mean, I think he's got something. I mean, hey, like he says in the documentary, if you put in time, you could be the greatest at whatever you want. Just got to put in the time. So I mean, I don't know the competition in Africa. I don't know what they're doing over there, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know either. What is it, like 3 to 6 games he's gonna play essentially?
I think he said, yeah, something like that for this, like quickly though, like right away. So I mean, I wonder if they're gonna post those somewhere. Probably on YouTube somewhere, or if you got a Fire Stick, you might be able to find the frequency somewhere.
Yeah, I'm interested to check it out. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, I like to see it too. I just think it's crazy. Like I think it would be awesome to have like a channel or different channels that show like players around the globe. Like, say even like Steve Francis when he went overseas, and when all these guys that Marbury. Yeah, everybody that that was good here or decent here and then went over there, and some of these people are just killing it. Like I think I saw something where Jared Sullinger went to a Korean league and they just won the championship there like today or yesterday. I think it'd be kind of cool just to kind of see how other people play and outside of just watching the Olympics.
Correct. Yeah.
Because when you see the Olympics, you got people out there. Some of them dudes, you're like, man, could you even ball in college here? Like,
it's just a different style.
Right, especially back in the day. Like now I think that people are starting to catch up because they're starting to, they're watching other people. They're doing different drills.
NBA is global.
Right.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, you see some people out there like, yo, I could play. I could play for Lithuania.
Even my number 1 draft pick right now, LaMelo Ball, he just came from playing, right?
Right. That's because he didn't go to college. Or last year is high school.
Oh, okay. So is that different from what J. Cole's going to play?
I don't know the caliber of the league.
Oh, okay.
Because he went somewhere first though. I think he went to like Slovenia or somewhere first, and then went to Australia. Because him and
who you talking about?
Ball. Yeah,
LaMelo. Lithuania.
Maybe it was Lithuania. It was Lithuania because it was him and his brother went there, and then his brother washed out. And then he went to Australia and was balling on folks. But LaMelo, man, I always thought that he was going to be the nicer of the two. I think they played yesterday, didn't they, or the day before?
Yeah, they went head to head.
He was trying to put them clamps on him.
Of course, bro.
So, yeah, man, Lithuania, Slick Rick.
I think it was Australia. Lithuania, Australia. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, Australia was the last place, and then he came back over.
Yeah, he was hooping.
But then he was playing at some high school here after Lithuania. I was like, how do you even do that? But I don't know. Like, I don't know what it, because they were playing against high school teams, because they played against I think they played against St. Ed's, which is a big school where I'm from. Like, I mean, they recruit all the best players.
Right.
I think Steve Logan played there. But maybe that's what it was then. But they smoked that squad. If you ever want to see some basketball, I mean, it's a good game to watch, but they got this dude on the St. Ed's team that's got a George Jefferson haircut. Like, I mean, you got to be like 18 years old, and my man's hairline's pushed back like Lil Weezy tapes. Like, shit is crazy. But
tell them cut that off, man. They
play for
for your hairline, man.
Yeah, his stuff look crazy. I'm like, man, you have to cut that. But maybe that helped him out. He was talking mad shit too, though. He was a good player. He was a strong little player, though.
Yeah, good luck to J. Cole, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Let's see how this plays out.
You want to hit this other one?
Yeah, might as well. It's a quick one.
Which one?
Before J. Cole goes, I just know that album better be fire. Just like the hoop in the background. They better be on fire.
Word up.
Yeah. We're going to see or not. Get to the embassy. Lakers franchise docuseries coming in 2022. Now, I think that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. If it's the same people that shot Last Dance, I'm with it.
Oh,
for sure. I'm excited to see that. To see, there's the different different teams that came through, and just to see the evolution of where they are right now. Magic. And then I wonder if they got like behind the scenes, like when he found out that he had the
Lord, I don't even know all that.
The yip.
I don't even know.
Are they gonna get
Honest,
into,
bro.
are they gonna drop some of them gems like, when Michael was saying that it was a traveling Coke circus or whatever?
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, I think that's gonna be awesome. So
Today's the 1 year from the Last Dance finale, right?
I don't know.
I know. I
Damn,
saw
see,
some stuff on the gram. So
nah,
were
more
replaying the whole
really got
Michael
it.
thing.
Just wait a minute. Today's the day Michael Jordan scored 23 points on. That's how you just Mo. You just wake up with like basketball facts.
I remember seeing it. Like it was a busy day, but I remember scrolling through and seeing something on it. They were quoting him about people gonna see this and think he was mean as a bully, a tyrant, but that's because they never won anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole quote. I run it back.
All right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope.
Nah, I think that'd be dope because I'm really excited for the Stone Cold documentary.
Yes.
Like, because they did the last dance. So if they do this too, it's gonna be fire. Like, I'm a documentary head. I love watching documentaries. So
I do too.
What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure this will be dope. Which one?
What are you excited to watch?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
What documentary on Steve Austin Stone Cold?
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can
What
I get a hell yeah? So
I want to see
the people that filmed The Last Dance are doing the same type of docuseries with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I think it would have been dope to have one like the WWF years, like back when, like, the Ultimate Warrior, you got, Hulk and Andre the Giant. Because, I mean, they have like little different stories that you can see on YouTube and everything, but like something that's well produced that kind of goes into some of the things behind the scenes where, I mean, when I was a kid growing up, we woke up Saturday morning, we watched wrestling and we thought it was real. We were out there hurting each other trying to do these damn moves. And now, with it kind of being like full, like, hey, this is a story, basically. Yeah. I'm not as into it, but I like to see, the Ultimate Warrior. Like, did he really talk like he got hit in the head with something?
So wait, run it back. So this Stone Cold joint, what's the details on that?
Oh, I don't have the details on it. I just know the same people that shot The Last Dance for Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Are shooting the Stone Cold Steve Austin one.
Okay, because I've been up on all that stuff, and A&E they got a series WWE Legends, and the first one was Stone Cold. So I'm curious if that's one and the same, or if there's something else that's going to be coming out. The one after that was Roddy Piper. They had Randy Savage, which was sick, and then yesterday's was Booker T.
Oh no, I think this is totally different.
Totally different. Yeah, it's like 2 hours. Is it like a docu-series or just like a little?
No, docu-series.
Okay, so it's multiple episodes. Yeah. All right, bet. Yeah, no, I'm interested in checking that out.
Did they show Booker T when he called Hulk Hogan and nigga?
Yeah. You're supposed to bleep that out, bro. Come on. Yes, they did show that. It was good. Listen, it's on.
I want to see that.
WWE Legends. I'm saying it's not sponsored.
Oh, sounds good though.
But it is something that interests me. And they got WWE Treasures where they go looking for like merch and all that old stuff. That's pretty sick. Comes on right after. So I've been watching that heavy.
I'm about to check that out.
It's a good one.
When the wife falls asleep on the couch, she ain't trying to watch that shit.
I hear you. I DVR it and catch up. Get through the commercials. That first one on Austin was sick. Randy Savage, that one is the truth. They got Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, I gotta see Ultimate Warrior.
Bret Hart, all of them coming up.
Ultimate Warrior is my favorite wrestler of all time.
What am I? But yeah, I figured I'd share that since he's on topic.
All right, bet. Sure. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close it down.
Shut it down.
All right, so
get your shout outs.
Yeah,
Jay,
man.
You want to shout out, man? Tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, sir. Follow me at Yannick, JAEYANNICK. Shout out to I So Boom the Podcast. Follow them. I So Boom the Podcast on isoboomthepodcast.com. I So Boom the Podcast Instagram. I can't say it enough. I So Boom the Podcast. Check us out every Monday. We'll be dropping new episodes, new guests. And yeah, man. yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Follow me. Hashtag the JTap. And yeah, shout out to Fila. Shout out to the whole gang. Fila in here doing the big things for 2021. So yeah.
Bet. We're going to get some more Fila representation here. You know,
Facts, yo.
I'm gonna peep y'all out. I'm gonna peep.
Yeah, and to the Black Bill Gates that didn't make it today, I'm gonna need you to add a lot of feelers to that unboxed app because I got feelers coming in and I need to add them to the unboxed app. But for some reason, some of them ain't popping up. So we gotta talk. All right, Black Bill Gates, you gotta get on your job the right way. All right, you know Steve Jobs, he did it the right way. We gotta get you there. All right, shout out to Mike though.
All right. Ma.
Yes, sir. So, Jay, appreciate you coming on, chopping it up with us. We even went a little overtime. You know what I mean? Usual suspects. Appreciate you as always. The engagement, the questions, you know, the feedback. It's all love, man. Kev, appreciate you setting everything up, running in things behind the scenes. Shout out to Mo for not being here. Shout out to Mo for not being here.
Happy birthday Wednesday.
For not being here. Now, in all seriousness, hope everyone's doing well per usual, right? Have a great week. Stay safe. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Yeah, man, we'll see y'all, next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right, let me go ahead and give the shout outs to the people that went ahead and shouted us out on IG. We have Big Boy, KB Fresh Kicks, Mo. And I didn't go. I don't have the midsole one pulled up, so I apologize. If you guys want me to read your name, go ahead and post it and tag me at Buckeye City Soul. You can find Jay, his IG handle and the podcast handle. They are in the description. So go ahead and make sure you go ahead and hit him up. Definitely appreciate you coming on, man, spending some time with us, bro. Look forward to more conversations. Hopefully we can get you back on here.
No doubt.
And it's
a crossover episode. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, let's do it. Come through. We can get a bunch of people up on here. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
we've got to make that happen. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, it's like a Wu-Tang album.
Most definitely.
Also, shout out to Marcus's birthday is on Wednesday, so go ahead, post your black cement threes and your grandmother's pictures or whatever. And then also I think on the 15th, we're going to post our pictures for Diana D-Lo. So go ahead and hashtag D-Lo. One dress shoe, one sneaker. It's been a year.
On a year.
Man, this is crazy. We miss you, D-Lo. And that's all I got.
Real quick before we shut it down. So next Monday, we're not gonna be on. We're gonna pivot to Wednesday, right? So write it down, take a picture. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. What's that? The 19th?
Yep.
All right. Mark your calendars.
See you Wednesday. Peace.